Hello, hello. Hello, hi. Happy Thursday. Hello, hello. Hi, Pesto. Hi, Razy. Hi, Ace. Oh, Ace, I hope you're feeling better today. You thought today was Friday? I always think the day is incorrect. I hope your week has been very daijoubu. I have been freezing. Today has been a little bit warmer though, which is nice, but oh! Every summer I want it to be winter, and every winter I'm like, okay, I just want spring. I want spring right now. I want nice, slightly warm, cozy spring. All sickness gone except for... Oh, I mean, pros and cons. At least you're no longer sick, but coughing is actually the worst thing ever. So, hopefully you won't have your cough for too long. A 5-stream streak! Thank you, Pesto! Thank you for streaking. Episode 2 today. I'm very excited. I'm hoping to see more of Phoenix and his daughter. And obviously Apollo, I guess. I feel like from after episode 1, I feel like his daughter is going to be our companion. Maybe, potentially, but she was also a little bit young. So, but I guess we also had the little girl from last time sometimes, so... Hi, Zama! Oh, you got Vodka! Congrats! Congrats, congrats! Is he fun? He looks fun. He looked very fun. He looked... I haven't done his try. He looked very, very fun. I heard a good support for him is Durin, and I was like, well, I have Durin, but I'm not allowed to pull. Good, I'm glad. I hope he's strong. I was thinking about it earlier because I know there's been some back and forth about whether he's strong or not. I think he should be like one of the strongest Claymore users personally. I think he should be. If he's not, he should be. Hi, Scarlett. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. And Tyus, thank you so much for the like today. I hope work goes amazing. I'm fast. Hydration. Yeah, I have to say, wait. In Phoenix games, I must stay obscenely hydrated. I have an entire tin of my throat sweets, which are the Ninjam herbal candies. I have a big tin to get me through this playthrough. Have good damage in your opinion, but the signature is ongoing? Oh, the signature... Oh, his weapon? Do you need to get his weapon? It is Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hi, Vidies. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope your week has been very daijoubu. Yeah, that's... His weapon is more valuable than he himself? No, hey, Plastic. That's awful. That's awful. From what I saw in his trailer, he can use... Because again, I haven't seen anything of him. He can use, like, different elements. I'm guessing he's animal, right? So he's gonna be, like, imbuing himself with different elements. I don't know. Part of me kind of wishes I was willing to pull him, because then I could use him and Klee and Jean and Fischl, I guess. And then it'd be, like, a really cool Mondstadt family, and I miss Mondstadt. But absolutely not when I have to save for Alice. Week has been work. Oh, I understand. I understand. Though yesterday I was supposed to do work, and I went out, and then I got sad when I went out. So then I came home, and then I went out again to buy cake to make myself feel better. And then I played Star Rail, so I did 0 work yesterday. 0 work yesterday, and now I'm very behind. And today I got distracted doing other stuff, so I've still done barely any work. So I'm gonna suffer over the weekend. You might actually do 100% playthrough on 10-2? Why? I kind of want to play 10-2. I'm probably gonna drop it, so I will probably maybe just do one stream doing 10-2 because I've never played it. Just for the dress fearness and the girly pop and the dancing. I just want to give it a go, but I know I'm never gonna commit to a full playthrough. I don't know if it's super long, but I think it's long enough for me to walk away from. I think there's a specific type of vodka fan art that's called Voeka. What's Voeka? Why suspects women in Triple Z's endless... Oh, you know! Speaking of that, Presto, me and my brother were talking about Belle and Wise. And hi, Gregory, hello! We were saying how Wise is always respectful, respectful Wise, and Belle is kind of given slight predator. You know, because there was that scene when they're massaging Suna, and Wise isn't massaging her. I watched it. He's just like shaking his fist like, yeah! But Belle jumps in straight away, like, for the massage. And every time Belle has a cutscene with any characters, I'm always like, she has bisexual panic. While Wise is always like indifferent. So it's respectful Wise and predator Belle. Which I kind of love it. I just... In coming Hoyo games, they might be my favorite sibling pair. With Sunday and Robin second. Disrespecting women mean having no romance? No, it just means not being Belle. Yeah, Belle can get away with it. Pervert harem MC vs clueless harem MC. Yeah, exactly. And I like that Belle is the pervert one. I like that it's the girl. It's more fun. Because normally it's the boy and it's kind of like, eh. I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things about Zenless. Let me click into the game. Yeah, I'm in. Okay, episode 2. I'm guessing this is probably going to be a 2-stream case. Because when I was looking at the loaded up and the menu game earlier, whatever, there's only 4 episodes. So I think each episode's probably going to be quite long. True ending of 10-2 is locked behind 100. Yeah, I have seen the true ending. I have seen, but I've been spoiled for most of 10-2 because I never planned to play it. But I have seen the true ending, and it sucks that it's locked behind 100% playthrough. That's stinky, because I never 100% anything. Investigation day 1, investigation day... Okay. Yes! Turnabout corner. Wasn't the last one turnabout chump? Without the eye. Oh. As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Oh. Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel stops... Ooh. Oh. Look at that 3D! You die. Oh, okay, lovely. That's lovely. June 15th, 9:12 a.m. White & Co. Law Offices. Yes! We work for White & Co. Law Offices now. So we should be seeing Phoenix every single day. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial and I lost both my mentor and my job. Yeah, I'll admit it, I was screwed. But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here, honest. Wait, what? Where are you? What's wrong with being here? Is this White & Co? Here being the legendary White & Co. Did you not want to be here? Okay, Justice. Time to stop trembling. Is that spaghetti? You must be here for the interview. Right this way. Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome. Okay, I have a question. Okay, she looks a little bit too old to be Felix's daughter, so I don't think he birthed her. Well now, shall we begin? Begin what? Why, first things first, any special talents? None at all. Hi, Venti. Talents? Yes, well, you must have at least one talent. Nope. I guess defending? Defending. An unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course. You think so? Let's give it a go, shall we? Go ahead, show me. Defend! Is she gonna, like, throw a cannonball at me? Just give it all you've got. Don't hold back now. What are you talking about? I can't just defend here. First lesson, a professional can perform anywhere. Thanks. We want people to be laughing with us, not at us. Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all. Huh? What exactly do you think you came here to do? Huh? Defend? No? Excuse me, but do you know where you are? The White and Co. law offices. Yeah, is this not law offices? Is this not law offices? Multiply graphics, you can see... yeah, it loaded up a little bit smaller on my screen this time. I could try maximizing it and see if that does any difference. Wait. No, it won't maximize. Yeah, it loads up because I opened it with the mod thingy. What's it called? Fluffy something. I opened it up with that, and it made it open up much smaller, and now I can't make it bigger. You tried learning one but struggled? A talent? Me too. Law offices with 0 licenses in the whole world? Yep. Let's check options. Oh. 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 Ah! It's big again! Life is daijoubu again? Because it was very small. Oh, it's back to being small. Oh, yeah. Look. I'm not very fast. I'm not very fast. Hi, Lily. Hope you're doing well, Lily. Hello, hello. 10 stream streak, Venti. Thank you for streaking. Did I end up finishing the Dahlia quest yesterday? I got really close, yes? I'm just slightly... I've got like one little mission left. Oh, it looks so much better. I just have one little mission left, and then Dahlia will be done. Dunsies. So I'm ready to start 4.0 tomorrow. It's actually so much bigger on my screen, it's kind of scary. She's really close to me. QTE failed, 50% damage. It is what it is. I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first. Look what's going on here. Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. Huh? But I got a call from Mr. White this morning. Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again. Has Phoenix's daughter taken over this place and turned it into a magician's place? What's there to read? Look, it says right there. Oh. Why does it say White Talent Agency? Welcome to the White Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Trucy White, CEO. I'm a magician. It all came flooding back. The trial, that girl. Flashbang. Hello, sir. Please pick a card. Yep. See, there I was like, yeah, he probably birthed her. But now, she's much older. Trucy White. Yeah, check out our flyer. So, what's your name? Apollo. Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Ooh, oh, this looks so nice. Nice little interface changing. Dude, why am I 15? 33? How old? Wait, does that? How old is he when he birthed her? 50 plus 50. 33 minus 15. 15, 16, 18, 18, 18? He birthed her at 18 years old? I ate an entire apple earlier on, so that would be impossible. Someone was getting friskier at 18? I was still rolling around through bushes at 18. I'm still rolling around through bushes. Back. Examine. Oh, wait. I click it. Ooh. Okay, it's better with the WASD than using the mouse. Whoa, that fork is floating! Why do you have a plate of plastic spaghetti? That right there is the whole reason I became a magician. Do tell. I saw a plate just like that in a restaurant once. The floating fork looks so real. That's when I knew. Someday, I'd make magic more amazing than that spaghetti. Huh. I mean, whoever does it. Oh, you can't see it. My head is covering. I have... This is what... Wait, can I... can the mouse go... Okay, you have to believe... Wait, you have to believe me. Right behind my ginormous head is a kettle, and it looks exactly like the kettle I own. What's this? A strange split box leers at me from the wall. Is this one of those boxes for cutting people in half? Well, that's right. This cabinet is used for an illusion called the zigzag. I've seen one on TV, but why is just one sitting here in your office? It's a little big for me, you see. So I'm using it as furniture. Hats in the top, shirts in the middle, and pants down below. I think it's a nice touch, don't you? It's not exactly what I'd call a welcoming decor. Does she live here by herself? Is Phoenix a deadbeat dad? So you're his daughter? That's right. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of his sugar dad. No. I'm in charge of this whole office, too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree? How old is Mr. White? Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year. I'm sure there's a good explanation, I hope. That is absolutely worse, yes. So, is this really a talent agency? You bet. Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now. Who are the 2 people? Does that include you? Trucy White, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows. Paid, too. That's called child labor. I'm a professional, you know. Right. Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is... Phoenix White, pianist extraordinaire. Extraordinaire? Your dad? In other words, didn't he say he couldn't play the piano? Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic. At least you're optimistic. Okie dokie. Yeah, true. This is not the first child labor case in these games. Your headcanon, she keeps saying that because she thinks the reactions are funny. Yeah, I agree. About Mr. White. It was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it? You know about that? Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal. So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. How old would she have been? 8 years old? I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance. Daddy? Right. That reminds me, about Mr. White. He gave me a call this morning to come in. Daddy's not here right now. He's in the hospital. Ooh. The hospital? Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets better. Which hospital is Mr. White in? I'll pay him a visit. Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close. I'll be going now and, give this showbiz gig some thought, okay? Wait, I'll go with you. What happened? Oh. Wait, I don't, the teeny tiny pink piano with quote-unquote grape juice on it is not giving a good image. Oh, I was thinking that. Is it the clinic with the creepy guy? That's the first thing I was thinking about. Hopefully not. So, this is Mr. White's hospital. Ah! Yeah, are you the doctor? Yup, Dr. Hickfield's the name. Good morning, doctor. Oh, hiya there, Trucy. Cute as ever. Is this Daddy's room? Hey, Creeper. Hello, hello. Oh, yeah. Septi's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Trucy? Any places? Oh, no. No! Doctor, the nurse was looking for you. Why, if it isn't the daddy, you're the cutest little thing in town. Guess I'll be off. Later, Trucy. Oh! Wow, what an odd bird that guy. Not the word I'd use to describe him. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Look at him. Daddy, you snuck some grape juice in again? No, I was looking at the piano. Yeah, Phoenix, take out some of his teeth. Yeah, delete him right now. I know. If we had voice call right now, you would time of your life voicing this guy. The doctor said you weren't supposed to drink that yet. What's wrong with grape juice? Sorry, wink wonk, grape juice. Trucy, look at the label. Oh. Deep sea mineral water. That's fine. I switched the labels. Don't tell Trucy, Kate. What can I say? The man loves his grape juice. So is Phoenix an alcoholic? Sorry, a grapeaholic? What happened? So, what happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. A hit and... You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve, I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air. Only stopping when my head hit that head. You hit a telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle, but the head. There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. White. And that she's 15 years old. Oh, Trucy's still a child. Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore. But you'll always be Daddy's little baby girl to be, Trucy. What the? My foot. I'm not buying it. Oh, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere stage magician. She's a genius. Hehe. Aw, Daddy. You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. What's her talent? He fell 40 meters into the water and ended up getting a... Oh, yeah! I forgot about that! I forgot about that, yeah! He fell 40 feet into water and just got the sniffles. Oh, he is lucky. Feels like a cartoon where they can't mention alcohol. Yeah! It's like the ye olde Pokemon, where they edited out Jesse and James holding a gun. That was funny. You could just tell them things instead of insinuating them. Okay. So, why did you contact me? What could the right talent agency possibly want with me? No need to get prickly now. I didn't ask to be dragged in like this. But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway? Oh my god, Trucy. Well, yeah, of course. Help, we're in big trouble here at the office. Big! I thought something was dying. So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital. That's right, Daddy. How are we gonna pay this month's rent and the groceries? Yeah, that's the problem. It's just a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall. What? When one of us falls, the other must fall? That's not how that normally works. This isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you have to transfer to a new school again. No, I can't. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us, Polly? Polly? Am I Polly? Now it's my fault? On that note, how about you come work for us? I've got the perfect client for you already lined up. A client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend? Alright, I'll hear what you have to say. You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker. Now it's time to reel him in. It's official. I'm scared. Our client. He is Polly. I am Polly. Oh, okay. As long as it's not Phoenix again, please God, may we not be defending Phoenix again. Here, take a look at the map and I'll explain. Ooh, map! Last night, I left the office just before... Oh God, is it him? I was going to that Indochine pasta joint, Alden Tay's. Okay. I play piano there, of course. Yeah, of course. And that's when it happened. I saw a drink in my coffee. The car set me flying, nicked the telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy. Oh my God, are we defending him? No, are we defending the driver? It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. Okay. So good luck. What? What's the case? You once the client, didn't you? Well, I'm your Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole. Now, hold on, I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Okay, in fairness, these games are 50-50 defensive and detective thing. And once you found the guy, I intend to sue him. And then you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Don't get so worked up. It's just a joke. Huh? Oh, Daddy. Sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know? I don't get the joke. Even the ones that aren't very funny. Your real client should be stopping by the office anytime now. Whoa, how is that a joke? No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do. One more thing. Do look into my accent too, would you? I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. Tragedy? It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find. People Park. She's going to make me investigate this after all. Shows the area around Mr. So I'm guessing the crimes are connected. Back. Is it mean to present this? I feel like it's mean. I'm gonna do it. Hello, one of us is still an attorney. Looks strangely familiar. How could you not recognize an attorney's badge? It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things. I guess some 7 years are longer than others. That was mean. I'm probably going to Phoenix Wright Hell now. June 15, 10:05 a.m. Wright Talent Agency. Hey! How long are you planning on making me wait, eh? Good morning. I wish it was Sparkle. Hey there, Trucy doll. Sounds like your pops had a bit of a rough spot, eh? All's well that ends well, I guess. This is our client? Why is his head noodles? Hey, so this is that Apollo fellow, eh? Oh, yes. The name's Apollo. Look at him. Look at him there. Oh, look at him there. Arms all crossed like that, ready to fight. Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you? The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Apollo. Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it. Defense? Your noodle half cooked? It's too late for defense. My castle's been stormed. My keep's been kept. My noodle stand's been stolen. So at the beginning, there was someone walking with a noodle stand. I'm guessing that was him. Yeah, the noodle man. If we raise the hat up, we will see like... You know Mr. Eldoon from the noodle stand, don't you, Polly? No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him. Ah, too good for noodle stands, are you, Polly? You new in these parts? Not really. Then you know the best noodles in town. Eldoon's Noodles. Whose? My noodles. Help me out there, Trucy doll. This is Mr. Guy Eldoon, our client. Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldoon. Anything for you, Trucy doll. His name is Noodle backwards. Is his name not Guy? Oh, Eldoon. Oh, it is. Noodle. Well, he was born to be a noodle guy. So you want a noodle stand, Mr. Eldoon. Guy Eldoon's the name. And noodles on my game. The secret's in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for 1.5 years. Oh, that's not that long, really. My family's been noodle men for generations. Got a lot of expectation on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons. That's a pretty old noodle. I'm fool what I was. I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood. Hairdressing? That didn't turn out so well. I can tell. There was no denying it. Salty broth runs through these veins, boy. So it was like destiny that you became what you are. Right, destiny is the word. Oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate. Not a mental image I care to linger on. What's wrong with the noodle of fate? The 15th generation of Elden's Noodles. Wait till I find out that Payne's full name, Winston Payne, aka Winston Payne. I get that! You don't know the genius that on my noodles? I make them so salty. Why? They're saltier than salt. But then you have to drink lots of water and then they won't be very nice. No, I really don't want to find out. And Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand. He frequented my pop stand back during his attorney days too. Yep, him and his assistant. I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon. Wish you could, Sonny. Huh? Heck, I wish I could. I'd give anything for a bulb out now. What do you mean? It was stolen. My stand, gone. I was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle. It's like an ice cream truck spell, but louder. He even gets complaints. Now you're just trying to butter me up. Oh, what? That sounded more like the blues than a whistle. I closed up my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then this morning, dark and early, it was gone. My keep, my castle. Oh, he's playing on his harmonica there. Maybe some bum carted it off? Just guessing here. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too, other than the one on your head. You know it anyhow. That's the deal. Good luck. Good, huh? Wait. What exactly is your request? My noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Of course, I make it so hot and salty, 2 bowls would kill a man. Then I'd really need a defense. Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective. This is where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay? But wait, what? We just said no. Get it back today if you can, Paulo. I got noodles to make. Today? Things have suddenly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and a noodle stand and thieves. Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo. Listen's the lady's problem now. Don't be cool. Why are you still here? I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen. More thieving and skullduggery? Well, someone stole a pair of my panties. What? Panties? She's 15! You perverts! Please, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Siamese Isekai? Ooh. This town is, yes. You can assure you this is not a panty raid. It is quite good timing. I hope you had a fantastic stream. Yep. Panty stolen. Wait. Panties. That's a crying shame, that is, Juicy Doll. I was alone in the office last night. I had hung my panties out the window there to dry. Oh, that was in the opening too. When a thief came and took them, my favorite panties. I ran after him. Give those back, I shouted. Wait. Girl, buy new ones. Wow, that was certainly brave of you. You're in Spirit of Justice, the last of this trilogy? You enjoying it? I'm excited to start this trilogy. I'm enjoying this one instantly. And I'm excited to start the other ones because they're 3D-ish, right? She's comically nonchalant. She's comically nonchalant, but honestly, why does she want them back? I would never want them back. Because if someone's stealing them, imagine what they're doing to them. You don't want them back. What if they're wearing them? Without those panties, I don't know what I'll do. Be bare ass? A darn crying shame, yup. Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. I'll mark it on your map. Great, thanks, wonderful, cool. I'll be heading home now. Remember, find my stand or there's an empty bowl in your future, Paulo. Right. And you help Juicy Doll here too, you hear? Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases. I guess I'm still not a detective. Not in a courtroom, that's where. Yes, his name was Guy. Guy Eldoon. Guy Eldoon. Well, the first item on our list is Phoenix Wright. Daddy's hit-and-run accident. We have to find the one who hit him. Who's gonna pay for us this again? Oh, she's just ignoring that. Ignoring that no one's paying. And the second item, Mr. Eldoon's request to find his stolen stand, for which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles. And the last request is mine, to find my stolen panties. That bowl of noodles looking better and better. Yeah, what are we getting paid for so far in salty noodles? And that's it. Let's go, Polly. To the streets! Aren't you enthusiastic? How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me. Guess we might as well get started. Let's see, a hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen panties. Ickfield Clinic, accident scene of the... accident scene first, I think. That's a lot of paint. She trusted me way too fast, but also, maybe she's trusting us based on the recommendation of her father, who trusted us. But I also think she is a little bit too trustworthy. Hi, Freya. So this is where Mr. White got hit by that car? According to the map, this is the place. Like, huge mansion. So far, I'm getting... a car drove into Phoenix and swerved away and then ran away from his car. Maybe it got damaged. And then while running, he stole a 15-year-old's underwear. For whatever reason. And then he ran to the noodle store, saw that and went, hey, nice, this will look great with my pair of panties. And then kept running again. With the noodle cart in hand. That's what I'm gathering of the story so far. Apollo, there's a nice looking lady over there. Let's question her. Okay. I'm a little curious about... nice looking lady? Is she the nice looking lady? No, she's the nice looking lady. Okie dokie. Excuse me, can we have a few words? She looks like a thumb. Is that me? If she didn't have lipstick on and closed her eyes, she'd look like a thumb with hair. The name Eldoon? I didn't even notice the name Eldoon. Whoa, that husky voice. Why am I suddenly sweating? And that's quite a house you got there. You must have a lot of money. Trucy, you can't say that to rich people. Oh, money. Sounds like something my son would call his friends. Oh, man. This is the Kitaki family mansion, little girl. Hmm? You, kid with the hair. You want something? Me? No, not a thing. Bye. Apollo, we can't leave without questioning her. What if she knows something? But the Kitaki family, they're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town. Ah! If you're going to ask something, ask it if you're man enough. Wait! Yay! Way to whip him into shape, man. Does she know no fear? I think I really like Trucy. I'm Plum Kitaki, wife of the fourth head of the Kitaki family business. Friends call me Little Plum. Little? I'm Little Apollo, Justice Attorney at Law. If looks could kill, this woman would be a mass murderer by now. Un momento, señorita. I wish to look at the paint. And there's paint splashed all over this gate. What a mess. Was this paint knocked over by the car that hit my daddy? That's right, and I'm left to clean up the mess. If you find whoever did this, bring the scoundrel by, would you? Of course, then you can make them clean up their own mess. You're cute. Naive, but cute. When I find whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning. Oh, she's going to murder them. There's nothing I dislike so much as a mess. Oh, I wish I could say cool things like that. I'll bet you do. I'd laugh if my teeth weren't chattering so hard. Ooh. Oh, I like this music. A brightly painted dragon? Why do I get the feeling he's glaring at you? He doesn't look like he's glaring. He looks a little bit hadoy. And those paints must have been to repaint this wall. That's right. I called in an artist to do the job, right? He's the third so far. The third? Oh! The first spilled paint all over the entrance here. The second on my kimono. So I... No, don't tell me. It's better that I don't know. Objection! Oh. Hi, Zepgil. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. I hope your day is deja vu. Somewhere around a mile away, you can hear the faint Kiryu-chan! Yes. The Kitaki family is pretty big around these parts. I like the fox. It's so cute. What fox? Oh. Very, very small fox. Your day was deja vu and you don't work tomorrow, so it's even more deja vu? That's the most deja vu. My day was good. I had loads of work to do and I did none of it. So my tomorrow will be awful. Hydration! I shall hydrate with coffee. Your family quest? That's a very plain family quest. We're clever as the fox, and our teeth are sharp. So it's like a motto. You need a quest too, Apollo. Oh, how about the scales of justice or a lunar lander? A lunar lander? I have a family quest. And I would describe it, but then you'd know my last name. It's very cool. Lady, would you like to see my attorney badge? Sorry, kid. I got no idea what you're talking about. I tried. Little Plum? That's a really cute name for someone so... Yes? Whoa! Why is that, Apollo? How about you go through me when talking to her, okay, Juicy? Wait, I have to turn that on myself. I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedures. Oh, little girl, you should know. We're gangsters. Gangs? Oh, that means you're the bad guys. Juicy, through me, please. I'm begging you here. Apollo's nice. Turn and defend, Juicy. I didn't scam you. It's because if you do the hair bun redeem, it turns it on. And then if you do it again, it turns it off. Even if it's already gone back to regular before then. So I'm supposed to use my brain hole, and when it turns off automatically, I'm supposed to press the command myself. Oh. Oh, it was done earlier as well. You just got added? Congrats! Now sniffer. The bad guys. I like the sound of that. I'm going to need some warm tea after this. It takes a lot of hard work to protect the family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys either. So you're saying that business is in a slump? Let's not ask about what business if we can help it, please. Yeah, if you did it again, it would probably turn off, I believe. I've never tried that. So there was supposedly a car accident here last night. Of course you wouldn't know about it. Sorry to bother you. Ah! Wait. Yes? Hi, Jeeps! Welcome in! Happy Thursday! You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away? Phoenix Wright! That's my daddy! I should have known! One of our capos thought he'd make a great point man. What's a capo? Oh. Could you avoid using it too much industry lingo? Please, I need to learn. In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up this mess since morning, blah. Cleaning up this paint? Wait, I gotta be honest, you can't clean up paint with a sweeping brush. I've tried. I have tip paint, and I've watched other people tip paint, and I have watched them try to clean it. And, it can't be done with a brush. Did I finish Little Witch? I did finish Little Witch no better. I did download the VOD, so I will upload it onto YouTube soon. As soon as I finish uploading Like a Dragon, which I should finish... there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 parts left for me to upload, and then I'll probably do Little Witch. What was my opinion of the game? I really liked it. The boss was really hard. What the shit? I didn't struggle throughout most of the game. Most of the bosses were fine. And then I got to the final one, and it took me like 4, 5, 6 deaths before I went to go grind and got a couple levels. I did, and it was an accident. I did accidentally peek on the giant woman, and honestly, it's not that it wasn't. I didn't do it. She literally just jumped in front of me, skirt up. No, it was the Nobeta. It was the Nobeta. The other Nobeta. Not Nobeta. The fake Nobeta. And it was weirdly hard. It was such a difficulty jump. Nonota, yes, that was her name. Not Nobeta. Nonota. Oh, you haven't finished the game. You should finish the game. It was really good. The story was really nice. I'm glad I read all the lore items in it, because that's how I kind of got most of the story. Yeah, finish it. I liked it a lot. A lot more than I thought I would. And until the last boss, I felt like I was playing pretty well. That I was like, maybe now I can go play Elden Ring. And then the last boss absolutely destroyed me. And never mind. Now I won't go play Elden Ring. I wouldn't anyway, but still. Yeah, I would restart from the beginning. I mean, I managed to do it in what, 5-6 hours, I think it was. So, not too bad. Not too bad for a nice sit down to do. Was this paint spilled at the time of the accident? It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise. And found your father drowning in a sea of paint. So you came to his rescue? You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that? What does he look like? The car that hit your father knocked over this paint. And then turned the corner and sped away. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see. I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me. But why are you out here cleaning it up? What do you mean? I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you? Please go through me when you want to. Don't be such a stiff lawyer boy. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image. I was gonna ask, how did you know we were a lawyer, but I showed her my badge. But we're community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to give back to the police, see. I availed myself to the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Now there's just the paint on the street to deal with. Public facilities? I wonder if she means that trash can. Is that old woman okay? I can't go over there. Oh. Nice. Oh. Hello, lady. Oh, B&M is looking around. B&M. Thank you. She's pretty. I bet she has a story. You know? There is something to her. Too bad she seems to be in a bit of a rush. Is she in a rush? Because she's literally just standing there. Yeah, you're my dailies? Maybe. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh, lady, are you okay? Looks like there's some trouble by the park gate. I smell an incident. Ma'am, there's no entry to the park. Now don't you tell me where I can't go, young fella. I always walk through this park on my way home. Please get down from there, you'll hurt yourself, ma'am. It's quite a determined old lady. Personally, I'm a little more interested in this park. You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll see something famous. Miss, stay out of the park. You got mad at me. Did something happen here, officer? Huh? No, move along. Nothing to see. Why don't you kids go play somewhere else? We're not kids and we're not playing. I'm an attorney. Something wrong? Detective Sky, we're fine. Wait, that's a different detective. Where's my gummy shoe? Sniff, sniff. Why is she wearing a lab coat? You hardly want to comment on how people are dressed. And these kids are... Yeah, I didn't do the 5th case. She is from 5th case. Do you play as her? Does she detect, are you against her? What role does she have in the 5th case? She is pretty. Curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be quote-unquote lawyers. Oh, she fulfills the role of Maya. Why didn't you kill... So she knows Phoenix? Look, we're not... Oh, I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. Glasses up! Want a dose of experimental... hydroxycalunodos trace. Smashed it. Come again? No, please don't make me read it again. What's hydroxy stuff? She's also a nerd? I like nerds. It's a very big word. Whatever it is, doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy. And try to keep it out the riffraff if you would. Yes, ma'am. I'm not riffraff. How am I gonna get information like this? Why don't we ask that nice woman across the street? Yeah, that nice woman. What's in the bin? See, I have to turn it back up. See, that turned it off. Good night, Zama. Sleep tight. I guess we could check it out. A detective's life sure is a hard work. We're not detectives! 2 pieces of garbage with paint on them. These are slippers. The Meractus. Oh! They look like the slippers you get at a hospital. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go in a car? It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something or someone. Wait, you don't think... I do. This all could be from that hit that Mr. White. Wow, when you took it off the mirror, I never knew Daddy was so strong. He's very strong, yes. I only have room in my pocket for one of these, though. Which do you want to take? I can only take one? I mean, the mirror's gonna be more important, surely, but... Is that gonna be a thing in this game? I can't take all the evidence? Word big, bun brim small, storage not updated, something needs to be cleaned up, something like knowing how to play Genshin. Women pockets so small. I don't even have a pocket. I don't have a singular pocket. There's not a singular pocket on my current clothing. Alright, put the mirror in your hat. Hello, sir. I gotta say, I'd really like to know what happened here. Unless you want a face full of... Oh, yeah. No dice. I didn't speak. Oh, the girl that was in a rush. I can't speak to her. Did I F up? Can I ask you a question? Huh? What happened in the park across the street? Oh, yes, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say. Chicago? Huh? Gunfire. Someone was killed. You're kidding! While I'm mourning, trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house. Did something happen at your house? A crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. Want to hear about it? Somehow, I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly. Tell us about the private matter. So what happened at your house? Bloomers, last night. Eh? I got a bad feeling about this. Did someone steal her bloomers? Me, little Plum Kitaki, the victim of a panty snatcher. Oh, okay. Interesting taste, sir. And or madam. So it wasn't just my panties that were stolen? Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. It wasn't you, was it? No, of course not. I've heard the word that panties have been disappearing lately. And the missing panties all have something in common. It's hard to imagine Trucy's and Miss Kitaki's panties having much in common. I just imagine Miss Kitaki's panties. I know, we'll find your bloomers too. Wait, show me what you're made of. What have you gotten me into this time, Trucy? Oh! That girl from before. Oh, welcome home, sweetie. Hello, mother. She's a Kitaki too? Miss? Here, I'll flyer. The Write Anything Agency? Write Anything Agency? From magic to piano, even your defense. Call now? Yep. Do you like the new flyer? No, I hate it. So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice. Attorney? Drop by our office. We'll be waiting. Goodbye. Why did you give her our flyer? I don't know. She seemed like she could do some help. She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help. I wouldn't be so sure. Oh, I guess I can change the slippers in the bin now if I wanted. People Park, huh? Kind of an odd name for such an empty place. I wonder why it's named that. Hey, there's something written on the gatepost. It says, donated by Big Winds Kitaki? You mean the Kitaki family built this park? It's so nice of them to give to the community like that. Yeah, after all the crime they've committed. Gangster building a park? Odd move for a crime boss. Plum looks like a Mulan character? Yeah, she does. She does. I understand that, yeah. Like one of the women from the start. Singing the songs. Dressing up Mulan. June 15th, scene of the stand theft. Save the light. Vote. The flyer behind my ginormous head. Is this place called... No! Oh. Are we missing D. Ellie? This would be Mr. Eldoon's house, silly. Oh, so this is where his stand was taken. Hey! Oh. Oh, that's the slippers. You're right. What's with the sparkly entrance? What is this place? A hospital? There's a sign. Merictus Clinic. Oh, that's where the thief went. The thief? The one who snatched my panties. He ran into this clinic last night. Maybe that police car is here to find my panties. I doubt it. Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate. There you are, Sonny. Well, if you find anything yet? No, it's been approximately 5 seconds. You hope Mr. Eldoon doesn't use rainwater in his noodles? I think we can confirm that Mr. Eldoon not only uses rainwater, he uses water that has been dripping off his rusty roof for his noodles. This bowl of noodles is sounding less like payment and more like a punishment. I wish to examine first. Puppy! Look, a dog! Good boy, Salty! I'm sure the dog has a real name, Trucy. Yep, sure does. Named Spoon. And it's a she, by the way. Spoon doesn't seem so lively. She didn't get a bowl of salty broth this morning, that's why. I think that would make her unlive. Poor little thing. Apollo, let's find that stand soon, for Spoon's sake. Pretty sure dogs aren't supposed to eat noodles or salt. It looks like the oil drum is connected to that sink over there. Collecting rainwater to do the dishes? How environmentally conscious. You don't think he uses rainwater to cook his noodles and make the broth, do you? Oh, I'm sure he finds the best water money can buy. Taste is his business, you know. Look at that sign over there. Eldoons only use water from all natural sources. I think it'll take rain check on eating here. Save the light? There's a handwritten sign here. Save the light. Mr. Eldoon's house is practically in the dark here. I guess the hospital clinic next door blocks all the sunlight. Everything's gone wrong since they built this monstrosity. Broth needs sun or it rots, so what's a man to do? They just want my customers to get food poisoning so they can turn a pretty profit. I think they were gonna get food poisoning anyway. Instock them. So your stand, Eldoon's noodles, was it? Aye, passed down from father to son. That stand's seen its share of salt. Salt runs in the family, you might say. But high blood pressure does too. So your stand, Eldoon's noodles, was stolen. Oh, it wasn't just the stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crusted stew pot, and my stained sign. I didn't just lose a stand, I lost a legend. I want a harmonica, and every time I say something fancy or something dramatic, I will also play a little tune on my harmonica. Your Hitman player senses a propane tank, then you know what to do. Light a cigarette. Let's find that legend, Apollo. Isn't that about time you bought a new one anyway? Are there any more details you could give me about the stand? You bet, sonny boy. It happened last night. I was blowing my whistle like always, crying the town I was. The smell of broth filled the streets, thick and salty. I got home, well, right before 10 PM, I reckon. I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease, and then I went inside. When did you notice it had been stolen? Early this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early. Do that many people eat noodles for breakfast? I'm washed up on the salty shores of Rune Nation. That stand had my whole life in it. Nay, my whole being. They took everything? All my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams. At least I left one bowl. Look, there on the ground. I thought she was gonna say the one on his head. I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl. My last bowl. Please, I'm under enough pressure here as it is. You just saw his hat? Yeah, if you become one of his top customers, you get to have your noodles in that hat. It's that bowl hat. And that's it. Where was the thief who snatched my panties ran to? The crying shame, that is. If they had to steal, make it my loincloth. Oh, some pretty girl's panties. The garage, right? You don't think the thief lives there, do you? I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor. Do I detect a little animosity here? Let's make sure to check out that garage thoroughly. Is this yours, Miss Eldoon? Hey, that is the heart and soul of the noodles. The bowl absorbs my salty soup. Pretty soon it's gonna taste just like noodles. Wow, it does smell like noodles. All my other bowls got taken away with my stands. Get it back for me, sonny boy, I'm begging you. Custom-made Eldoon Noodles bowl, decorated with the Eldoon News mascot. Where's the mascot? That's the face you have after eating noodles from this place. Oh, look, I love these little personal touches. Seems a shame to hide it on the bottom of the bowl. Huh? When I touched it, the paint flaked off. You must have painted it on by hand with warm professional care. After buying the cheapest paint he could find with a cold professional thrift. Oh, it's there as well. Mr. Salty, and he's so cute. It's not a very endearing mascot, is it? You know, come to think of it, it looks a lot like you, Apollo. Especially the red parts. Can I help if I like red? That's interesting. Yes, it flakes off in the noodles. It's seasoning. I'd understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car? Maybe they're tax evaders. Eh? That's not the best addition to the soup. No, sorry. Sorry, miss. No going to the clinic today. Did something happen? Oh, no. Nothing to see here. Move along. We have to find someplace else to play doctor. Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? We need a little more info on this Merictus clinic. We could ask Mr. Eldoon. He's the neighbor and all. And we should check out that garage. What if the thief who stole my panties is still in there? By garage, do they mean this place? That doorway sure is sparkly. The Merictus clinic, huh? Looks more like a casino parlor than a hospital. They must be quite profitable. Funny, it looks closed. Maybe they're on vacation today? Bargain. 3 shots for the price of 1. Injections are not the thing I want to get a bargain deal on. Oh, really? There's a reason behind Japanese ramen bowls always having the logo based at the bottom of their bowl? Something to do with making customers to be more eager to finish the entire bowl. I guess to see the artwork. You know, maybe there's a lot of different artworks on different bowls, and it's like, see if you can catch them all. Yeah, that's kind of cool. 3 shots for the price of 1. Now's our chance, Apollo. Chance for what? Whoever runs this clinic, they seem pretty business-minded. Hello, sir. You know anything about the clinic? Hey, do you think something happened next door? There's a police car out front. Probably gave someone food poisoning, I bet. Was that you? If anyone's at risk of giving someone food poisoning, that police car got here this morning, actually. I asked what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me. The neighbor. Not that I was surprised much. That doctor works for the wrong crowd. It was just a matter of time before he got what was coming to him. The wrong crowd? Never you mind about that. Can I go in? I can! Why'd the police let us in? Ah, there's a cat! I bet that cat does not get along well with Spoon. And this is the place. This is where my pansy snatcher ran. It was the cat. The cat's a pervert. Are you sure? Maybe. Let's look for clues. Clues to a pansy snatching. Clues like a pair of panties. Juicy? Could you try not saying panties so many times? Apollo is shy. There's a phone down there, but we have to talk to Fork first. Hey, kitty cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. It's not coming down. We do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. It's okay, kitty cat. Hey! The mirror! This is the car! And the phone. There's so much to look at. Let's do the phone. There's something about this car. Let's take a closer look. I like how we just zoomed in. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. We should bring it to him later. Cell phone adds to the court record. Nice. Wait. What if this is a pair of the panties? Let's look at the mirror first. Because what else do you put in a gas pipe in a car? If not underwear. The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue. Huh? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue from me, are you, Polly? A clue? Let's see. Would I hide it from her? Why would I hide it from her? What kind of asshole do I have to be to hide it from her? I think I do have the clue you've got in mind. I wonder if you can actually hide it from her, or if you say no and then you have to tell her later, in which case that makes this game highly replayable. Like, if there's maybe different ways to figure out cases, which I really like the idea of. Ooh. No clues here. What do you mean no clues here? The paint is right there. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was stupid.
Take that!
Why is he showing at her? My clue is this. Whoa, it's the same color and size and everything. I guess we could check it out. 2 pieces of garbage with paint on them. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go in a car? It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something or someone. Well, looks like we just solved the case. So the car that hit Daddy last night is sitting right in front of us. Yep. Wow. You put the pro and professional, Apollo. Gee, thanks, Trucy. Una momento. I'm about to find your panties. That reminds me. Once I read a record of a case that Mr. White worked on many years ago. Apparently, there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved into the tailpipe. That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case. I don't remember that case. I don't remember that. Did I black out? Wow. I remember that case record whenever I'm checking out a car. And I always check the tailpipe. Everyone's gotta have a hobby, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey! There's something in there. Wait a second. Are these your... my panties! Already? Wow, thank you, Apollo. You're a genius. Amazing. No, really. Don't mention it. No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed. You must have a nose for finding girls' panties. Those are bloomers, thank you. Juicy, those are bloomers. But I don't think that's something anyone ever wants to hear. You have a nose for finding girls' panties? Like, doesn't that just mean he's a pervert? What are those? Apollo, stop looking at them, you pervert. My little panties, of course. They've come home to Mama. I can't wait to use them. They were in a tailpipe. You're going to put them on? Now? Watch closely now. See? Nothing in the panties? Ta-da! Where'd that come from? How'd that bowl get in your panties? My panties are an extra dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. Interesting. And then my mega panties. It's one of my best tricks. Magic panties? They love them over at the Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly. Of course they do. You mean those panties are a prop? You could have told me a little sooner. Top for performing magic found in the exhaust pipe. Okay, that explains why she was so, like, open about talking about her underwear. Who doesn't love magic panties? Magic panties are the best. What kind of daughter did you raise? A panty expert. Well, that's one case closed at least. Exactly. Excuse me, there's 2 cases closed. We still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with the tool of my trade. Wait. Huh? What is it? Now that we've solved this case, we should go report to Daddy. He'll mope if we leave him alone too long, knowing him. He doesn't seem the type to mope, though. And this is hardly a case worth reporting. Hey, Bo, I found your daughter's underwear. Wait, we did that. I can't do that. That's definitely a camera over there. I don't know why we can't check that. We did the cat. We gotta do the ladder and the skeleton. Let's do the ladder first. Step ladder. Look, it's a folding ladder. Okay. Polly, that's called a step ladder. A step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder? It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like 2 ladders stuck together. Okay, I get the reference. So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form at the essence of the thing. We'll talk about something else. Someone's there! Oh, it's just a gold painted. Gold painted! There's a mannequin hand waving at us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think? It screams something, that's for sure. I think that is everything. Yeah. Okay, back to Phoenix. You get a feeling Maya had something to do raising Trucy? Yeah, I also have the feeling that Maya may have been a person in Trucy's life. How do I have to go here first? I do. That's annoying. Classic. Daddy, how do you feel? Not bad, Trucy. Not bad. It's good to have you young'uns on the case. Let's old Daddy get some well-deserved R&R. The elderly need the rest. Bird? Isn't he only 33? We've cleaned up the most of the cases. I was right about you. Competent, capable. The 2 C's. Ah, yes, the classic click on shit until you progress gameplay. It's my favorite kind of gameplay. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Sir, I found your daughter's pants. Look, my panties! They came home to Mama. Thanks, Apollo. I was worried about them too. Trucy special ordered those. A startling display of parental concern. I'd hate to have to buy a new pair. Make that not so startling display of cheapskatedness. Oh. So this was the thing that led you into the car? Yes, sir. The mirror you knocked off was just the clue we needed. Good work, Apollo. Of course, you might say I was the one who made solving the case possible. You don't get points for knocking off a car mirror. Yes, he does. Oh, wait. No, not this. I haven't looked at the phone. Looks like a pretty nice phone. I bet it's got video games. What? MangaDeck's website is going corpo? Right, honestly, it's a really rough time in my life being a person that reads a lot of comics, and especially webcomics. Because everything is going down, and it's so difficult to find places to read stuff now. I've been in like a massive slump because it's been impossible to find anything online full in good websites that aren't ass and riddled with ads. And I finally have a couple now that I can use. And Mangadex is one of the things on my app. Are they gonna start charging monies? Because, you know, I don't mind paying to read comics. It's when it's like £1 a chapter that I draw the line. Like, there's a series I'm gonna start reading once I finish the one I'm currently reading. And it's like 200 chapters. And imagine paying £1 a chapter for 200 chapters. Oopsie. It is admirable. I think I've been using Mangadex since I was born. I was born with an iPad in my hand reading comics. That's how much comics I read. I literally came out with an iPad. Look at this cute little watch strap. I want one. I want a watch strap. Is that 9:30? Yeah, that's 9:30. I know my Roman numerals. Ish. It's kind of odd though. What is? I mean, if he wants to know the time, you could just look at the phone itself. True. Hey, you're right. A sharp Apollo. Thanks. So what does that tell you? Well, the owner of this phone doesn't think through the details for one. They did drop their phone after all. I kind of figured they were a little spacey already. Progress report. Well, I certainly didn't expect you back this early. Holly's amazing. He found my panties so quick. Almost like he was the one who stole them. Don't put that out there. You have an interesting concept of praise. And did you find the mad driver who gave me that 30-foot toss? Apparently it was a doctor from the Merictus Clinic. Merictus, eh? I've heard of him. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car was parked outside the clinic. Maybe something happened. What is this Merictus Clinic anyway? All I've heard are the rumors. That clinic's been making good money. In a bad way. How do you make good money in a bad way? Oh, okay, that would be it. Yeah, ties to organized crime. Okay, I finished my coffee that I made 1 hour and 30 minutes ago. It was very cold. So I'm gonna have it so sweet. How? The Kitaki family? Wait, I don't get it. Oh, Kentucky Kitaki. Okay, so he just can't read? Some injuries you can't take to a public hospital, you see. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. And they use the Merictus Clinic for their patch-up jobs. Interesting. It looked like something had happened at the park. Our body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not a concern, in any case. Right, let's ignore that and find the noodle stand. Whatever happened to professional curiosity? Thanks, really. If I get tired of sleeping, maybe I'll head down to this Merictus place. Maybe hit him up for some reparations. A little legal action would do me some good. I was wondering, when do I get paid? We solved the case of the accident and found a missing article of clothing. He doesn't want to say the word. He's shy. My panties! And that leaves the noodle stand. Huh? Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help with anything not involving money. Goodbye, quid pro quo. Hello, pro bono. Right, back to the office to plan our next move. Is Apollo being scammed? Phoenix has changed as a person, huh? I feel like he wouldn't scam people before. Something dark happened to him. Something rough has happened. You're the woman from the Kitaki place. Yes. I knew it! Something's the matter and you want our help, right? Well, you've come to the right place. In this way, please. Thank you. My name is Alita Tiala. I have a request. Your request? Let me guess. Something's been stolen? Your flyer. It says now defending, so I thought... You mean you want me to defend you? Maybe you can tell us what happened. Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand or your panties? No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiancé. I suppose you'd call him. Fiancé? What happened to him then? You know the classic story where a bad guy gets a girl to care after and then softens up? Is that what this is? Or is it the opposite? Oh, it's the opposite. He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder. Phoenix got the opposite? Yeah, so Phoenix was a good guy. Was he? He wasn't a bad guy though. But he was a good guy and he got a sweet little girl they had to look after, his daughter, and now he's a bad guy. I see. That's what raising children will do to you. Have you heard about what happened at the park? Yes, Chicago Rain. So what's your story? You frequent the Kitaki mansion, yes? Are you a member of the organization? No, not yet. Not yet? You see, I'm going to be married next month to the boss's son. The boss's son? So he's, Yes, but the Kitakis are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be nice for a change. Quit my bowling job and live the good gangster life. Man, I would love to quit my job and live a good gangster life. I'd be such a good Yakuza member. Miss Kitaki? I don't like the sound of that. I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that. What happened? I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park near the Kitaki mansion. It was her. It was her. There are a lot of police cars there. Apparently, the victim was shot with a pistol. But I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual. And your fiancé was arrested for this? What sort of person is your fiancé? Hey Earthbound, your name is Earthbound1 and you are fine! I am glad to hear you are fine and everything is fine and I'm sure your day has been fine. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Your fiancé is the Kitaki family's only son, correct? His name's Waki. Waki Kitaki. That's an interesting name. Okay. I know, he can be a powerful and menacing, but so cute. Powerful and menacing? I feel like I could take him. But if he's the boss's only son, yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. Say, I'm a boss already of this agency. Please help my Waki, please. My first solo defense case. Crime boss's son or not, I'll prove he's innocent. He looks 14. Where did they meet? Middle school? They definitely met in middle school. She also looks very young, but he does look younger. I prepared a letter of request. I know you need those. Letter of request from Alita Tiala. For the legal defense of her fiancé, Waki Kitaki. Waki Kitaki, Waki Kitaki. Waki Kitaki. Okay. Been 7 years and they haven't changed. Polly, you look as happy as clam in its shell. For a lawyer, this is the place where the battle begins. You need something? Yes, we're attorneys. I was hoping we could see Mr. Walkie Kataki. Sorry, he's in questioning right now. Could take a while. Ah, oh well, we'll come back later. So much for that battle. So much for that battle. Oh, there's a motorbike. It's you kids again. Look, can't you find some other place to play? We are adults. We are attorneys at law. We are not playing. We're, investigating, aren't we, Apollo? So I have a letter of request here. Letter of, huh? Why does it say hit request? Excuse me, coming through. Isn't he in prison? Isn't he in prison? Didn't he murder someone? Which means a different guy. He looks the exact same. That's the same person. Who's this guy? Does he look different? He just took his glasses off. I have to look at Kristoff. Is it gonna be? I'm not gonna get spoiled if I Google Kristoff, is there? I can't remember what he looked like. I feel like he looked exactly like this, but with glasses. Thank you. I must say, I'm used to being inspected by the ladies. But this is the first time I felt this way with a man. We're accidentally flirting with him. Mr. Gavin? Oh, there he is. Same person. Same person. I'm not gonna pretend to say that word. So I'm just gonna say oopsie. Ah, oopsie. What is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismay place? Can I help? I feel like oopsie is not the correct word. Yes. The policeman officer fellow here won't let us in. We even have a letter of request. You must be exhausted standing out here. I will take you to the scene of the crime. Thank you. Okay, I see the tiny difference. He has a different fringe. The world's tiniest difference. So I'm guessing they're twins. Or brothers. Or the same person, and I'm being lied to. Really? By your leave, officer. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Very well. This way. Lady? Is lady better? Miss? Madame? My cutie patootie? What about me? June 15, People's Park. I think I found the ramen cart. Possibly. Yeah, okay, miss. Okay, thank you. On that note, enjoy your investigation. Thank you. Will we see you again? Ask the wind, miss. I'll be riding on it. So please don't flirt with her. She's 15. And then you would have to go to prison. Unless you're rich and famous and live in America. Apollo, look! A corpse! Ivy, hello, hello. Hey, it's just a mannequin. Wow, it sure got me. Might I ask exactly what it is you're doing here? Pretty lady! Oh, it's you! How did you kids get in here? Oh, this guy? Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. That glimmerous fop always getting in my way. Anyway, this scene is off limits. Excuse me, we have a letter of request. One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass? What big magnifying glass? I don't see no magnifying glass. There's no magnifying glass in her hand. I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this was written by Alita Tiala. Thanks. Took you 30 minutes to figure that out. So, what's up with the mannequin there? It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. The body was pulling the stand? So you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Sky, I'm in charge of this crime scene. She doesn't seem that happy about it. She doesn't seem that happy about many things. I trust you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs, just in case. I like her, she's kinda cool. I am gonna miss Gummy Shoe, but I do like her. No messing with the crime scene. We need to investigate. Investigations are to be carried out by professionals, scientifically. She's not gonna let us check out the crime scene, is she? Hey, Apollo? My very unscientific analysis tells me something here is very suspicious. I think I know what you mean. It's kind of hard not to notice. I better check out what we came here to find at least. Apollo, look, in that stand. She only just realized. It says Eldon. Well, we've solved the case of the missing stand at least. Though the circumstances could stand to be a bit better. Alright, I should talk to her first. Detective Sky? Quiet please, it's snack time. We're not making much progress here. It's snack time? Oh man, I wish you told me prior. I would have prepared snacks. Really? Holding right click skips it faster? I'll be seeing this a lot? Oh no. Oh no. Back after 9 years and they won't give me the position I requested. And then I hear he gave up in the defense attorney life. He? Who's he? An ex-defense attorney? Detective Sky? Quiet, please. It's snack time. She must not be very busy. I never seem to get a lucky break. Okay. I'm gonna go see Phoenix. I don't think there's any point in trying to talk to her. Hey, Phoenix. I found your friend. You're back. Run into some problems? Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something? Who, me? No, I'm fine, really. What's this? So there is a problem. No problem. Actually, I got a defense request. A defense request? That is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore. The request was for me. Oh. You're a lawyer, aren't you? Phoenix. Murder. It's related to the murder in People's Park, actually. And guess what? We found Mr. Eldon's noodle stand at the scene of the crime. Chusey feels like a Labrador. You know, like, I feel like if you tell her a secret and say, don't tell anyone, she'd go, no problem, and then leave the room and tell everyone the secret. I think the murder weapon was something else. You mean you don't know what the murder weapon was? That funny detective lady won't let us on the scene. detective wears a lab coat anyway? A lab coat? Oh, I didn't think she'd be involved with this. You could say that. Sky connection? So you know her, don't you? I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago. Okay, so yeah. She was still a high school student at the time. Was she cute? Because she's very cute now. That'll make her the same age as... How old is Apollo? That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. I do want to see. I do want to see. Maybe you know the other guy too. The other guy? That shining prince on the motorcycle. Prince? Phoenix, start getting really parentally defensive. Apollo, tell me about this Prince of Trucies. Yeah, there we go. There he is. That's what I want to see from a father figure. Indulge a concerned father. He was at the crime scene. He looked just like Mr. Gavin. Did he now? You know him? And my guess is he's Christoph Gavin's younger brother. His brother? Let me look. Oh, she's very cute! I like how she never grew out of wearing her lab coat. I like her. Win acquaintances after a fashion. Clavier Gavin, rock and roll god incarnate. Clavier. That's not a name. Clavier. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. And what was he doing out there? I have a feeling you'll be crossing paths again soon. Now, what was the problem again? Having trouble with investigating the crime scene in the park? Yeah, that detective woman won't let us. Go to the office. Under this silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. Try taking that to this detective. I don't know if cocaine's the right answer. Apollo agrees. Just take it to her. It'll be fine, you'll see. Oh, and tell her I said hi. What's a little bit of drugs among friends, eh? So this must be the silk top hat Mr. White mentioned. Let's take a closer look. Whoa! You know what this is, Juicy? I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. Oh, it means piano in German. Oh. I thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me. This is getting more and more suspicious. Mysterious white powder with the alleged ability to improve Detective Sky's mood. Okay, knowing this game, considering it has grape juice rather than alcohol, I'm guessing the white powder is not cocaine and is just a jar of sugar. Who's this man? An old sepia-tinted photo of a man in a silk top hat. And that's my favorite magician. I want to be just like him someday. Yeah, sugar. Wink wonk. Alright, lady. Hello, I'm here to present you with some sugar. Is that? It couldn't. Where'd you get that? I bought it from the office. You work at the Wright & Co. law offices? Yeah, sort of. Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy? Daddy, I'm sorry, who did you say you were? Juicy White, Phoenix Wright's daughter. Girl, same. You seem shocked. Well, if you're Mr. White's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can. Thanks? And this pad is used for detecting fingerprints. Oh, and no one else has it in the world? guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. White. If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know. Wilda's footprints. Well, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. Okay. So I'm guessing now I can talk to her? Yep. The report came in last night. The body was found much as you see it now. I don't think it was. Except it was a real body. But why? Why was a body pulling a noodle stand? Oh hey, there's a knife on the floor. I didn't see that before. If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here. Well, what was the cause of death? A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol. Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. Unless you're a cop or a gangster. Incidentally, the victim's name was Pal Merictus. The doctor? Merictus' autopsy report adds the color. Time of death, June 14th after 10 p.m. Cause of death, single bullet to the right temple. I mean, really, what's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off, pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me. Not so mysterious, actually. We should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand came from. A likely story. I didn't come here to play games. Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. Oh, there's so many people here. Mood's touchy. Jeez. Who's the old guy? This is the proprietor of Eldon's Noodles, Mr. Eldon himself. He's famous in this part of town. Not bad. I guess Mr. White picked the right kids for the job. That saved me a lot of work. Thanks. Wait, we're the same age. "25, so we are also 25. You mean, what did he do? He was a doctor. A doctor? I'm starting to see a connection here. Me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene. Detective Sky, I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist. Oh, you were studying abroad? Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Someone else is in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that. Why didn't you just become a forensic expert in Europe? With Francisca? Well, I suppose that was an option, but I had a lot of favors to repay to people back here. What? What's that look for? I was involved in an incident before I left. But Mr. White and his people helped me out. I owe them. I had no idea. If she's been out of the country for a while, she probably doesn't know about Mr. White's current state of affairs. Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitaki family, yes? Waki Kitaki. I don't know where the boss's son, but he's certainly throwing his weight around. Violently, in the detention center. I see. Why was he arrested in the first place? You a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his by any chance. Actually, yes, I am. Well, we have a witness and to the moment of the crime. The witness called the police station. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow. Huh? Could you tell us a bit more about the victim? Well, let's see. Apparently he's a physician, yeah. Quite well off too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is the Merictus Clinic. Maybe that's where the cop car was parked there. You've been to the clinic? Yeah, the one in a related issue. I told the detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand. I see. So that means Dr. Merictus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here. That would seem to be the case. But why? Don't ask me. Alright, I'm gonna look at the knife and then the bin. It's a knife. It has shiv to be precise. Ooh. Oh, lingo. The defendant, Waki Kitaki, is the son of the known gangsters. The police are assuming this belongs to him. But wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Look at this. There's a handprint on the shiv. A handprint? Then there might be a fingerprint. Let's investigate. Is this gonna be a minigame? Ooh. Right, first, choose the fingerprint you want to examine. This one. Choose a fingerprint. Look closely at the handle. Yes, it's a minigame. See? There's more than one fingerprint there. Those black spots? That's right. Pick the one you want to analyze. Analyze. Right, let's get detecting. First, sprinkle some aluminium powder over the print. With the press of space, like this, see? A 55 streak! 55 streaks! You fell asleep? Did you go to bed late last night? Don't make me call out the TV and tuck you in. The oil left by the print absorbs the aluminium powder, so you just dust it on and blow it off. It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just use R and... Whistling is nothing like blowing. That's a weird descriptor to make. And let's give it a shot. Incidentally, it's important that you cover the entire fingerprint with the powder. Am I just gonna flashbang myself? I think I am. I've already flashbanged myself. I just don't know how specific it has to be. I'm sure not this specific. It hurts. How? Good, clear, quite impressive. Next, to match the print, the police officer's sample so you can tell whose fingerprint it belongs to. Doesn't sound like as much fun as actually finding the print. Okay, pick the person whose print you think this is. You probably have a good idea whose knife this is already. I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing him, but what? Oh, that's what he looks like. Spoiler. Okay, but like, if I'm honest, I'm looking at my thumb right now. Kinda looks like my thumbprint. Yeah, I think it was me. I think I'm the murderer. Okay, thank God there's a little sensor in the game to... Ooh! There's a little sensor in the game because I was worried I was actually going to have to use my eyeballs and compare it. Oh! Oh, I mean, nice that you went so early. Isn't it amazing? The power of science. It's my life. Apollo, she's sparkling. And I'm dimming. Look sharp, spirits up. The real fight is yet to come, and hold still. Chin up, Polly. The trial hasn't even started, and I'm already losing. Knife added to the court record. Wait. My personal current feeling over Apollo is that he's a spoil sport. He's like mad about everything. She's sparkling and he's like, yo, I'm dimming. Like, alright, let the girl have a hobby / a job that she enjoys. Come on, Apollo. If you don't want to do the job, just quit. No one's forcing you. Apart from me, the player, I'm forcing you. There's got to be a good clue or two around here. You and your trash cans. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Can't you see I'm doing my... Huh? Look! Another pair of... underwear? Yeah, he's scared of the word panties. Wow, Apollo, you're a genius at finding panties. Stop saying that. Wait, these aren't... they're not mine. Could these have been stolen too? Found in the trash can at People Park, distinctive bloomers. Oh, wait, it can't be the son, because why would the son steal his mother's panties? That hurts my soul to think about. So, have you met the defendant? No. Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center. You might think about wrapping up here and heading over, but I haven't looked at everything. I don't know what good it will do. We have a witness and a knife with prints. Have I mentioned I've got a bad feeling about this? Don't worry, it's like a white tradition. Some traditions I can live without. Mannequin is dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. The body of the victim has already been removed. Do you think the victim was the noodle stand thief? Wait, you think someone killed him because he stole it? Yeah, taking care of business, little plum Kitaki style. Try not to sound too eager about that. Blue tops have been placed on the ground around the stand. Apollo, I bet the victim was gonna have a picnic here. On a tarpaulin? Are we still on the panty stuff? No, we found the panties. But I think they're involved in the murder. Don't touch those. Those are preserving the crime scene. Oh, I guess they're police with the tops here after all. Okay, I guess I'll go to the detention center. Oh, I'm gonna tell the lady I found her underwear. Wait, she's not here anymore. Okie dokie. I will not tell her. Hello, sir. I found your mother's underwear and your fingerprints at the scene of the crime. Please explain. Well, we still have 3 minutes. I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. The father's talking in the private room with him. The father? You mean like a priest? I mean the suspect's farmer, Mr. Winfred Big Wins Kentucky himself. Man, you're really signing your child up for success if you name their middle name Big Wins. Die, you! You're the one on your way out, old... They're having a domestic. They're here. I think he's a big fan of the Kentucky family. Oh, this guy radiates power. With a cute apron? You Walkie's lawyer? Yes, sir. Well, I'm Big Wins Kitaki, 4th head of the Kitaki family. Capiche? 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 Mr. Justice. Yes, my son's innocent. He killed no one. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be so good. Capiche? Yes, I'm all about capiche and capiche loud and clear. You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life. Why is my life short, Mr. Big Win? What's the big idea, old man? You can't treat me like a kid no more. Not now. Why has he got little cat thingies? Are those sunglasses or big shadows on his eyes? I think they're big shadows. I think he has really deep set eyes that make him look scary, but he's probably a little softball. Looks like he was about to yell that he was 1000% watching that TV and was totally not asleep on the couch. He was absolutely asleep on the couch. You know why? I want to go to the clink. I like it here. You must be Walkie. A G is not a G till he does hard time. Bizowie, Bizowie, Bizooey. His hair is like a fox. He looks like he's got little ears. They're little ears, and he's got a little orange tuft. I think he's a big fan. Yeah, that little ears on his head. Silence. Oh. My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy. I don't believe you. Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that. You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me? I don't need no trial. I did it. He's lying. I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow. I said fox, but for the moment you heard farts? A very different descriptor. We made so much progress today, did we? We even found my panties. I had fun at least. Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for the trial? Oh, almost forgot. It's time for my show. Tonight, I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out. Wonder Bar. Wonder Bar. But it's the trial. It's the trial. And it's not a Phoenix Wright game if I'm about to walk into a trial with absolutely zero idea of where I'm going. Trial. Continue to the next chapter? Yes. June 16th, 9:46 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. White's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday. Yeah, he smiled when he said we'd be fine, as long as you're there, Trucy. Yeah, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice. No, I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Oh, do some now. I want to see. Here. Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I am fine. That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training. I'm fine, you know what I'm saying? Oh. Good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You're so fine. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? Not really. Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid no cop. I ain't afraid of no cop. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. He's gonna have a bad time in prison. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo. My worst fears realized. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. A.M. District Court, courtroom number 4. Ooh, a different courtroom. It's Mr. Piano. Court is now in session for the trial of Waki Kitaki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You know, I kind of forget what he looks like sometimes. Way to rock and roll, her judge. Her judge. It's him, the guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor? It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Right, okay, so Apollo is probably a little bit older than Phoenix was in the Phoenix games. But he looks so much younger because he looks like a baby chicken. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You stupid son of a... You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Oh, he meant this okay, I thought he meant the other Mr. Gavin. And I thought he thought they were the same person too. But no, he just knows this one. Hard to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? Yeah, Apollo's younger, yeah. Oh no, Apollo's old. Well, I don't know. I'm guessing that Apollo's 25. Because I'm guessing he's the same age as, the detective woman. Emma Skye, that was her name. I think he's the same age as her, give or take a year. And Phoenix was 23 at the beginning of the games. I could be lying out of my butt though. I do that. I feared that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up the chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? I can't check Apollo's, it's not listed. Apollo's not listed for some reason. It was worth cancelling our show or two. So he's here for vengeance. You may give your opening statements to the court. Why is he here for vengeance? He should be like, oh, it's a shame my brother was a criminal. Before that, I was thinking, is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? It is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Judge. They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. Akchung, baby. Today we play it my way. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's too high energy. And he's not wearing a cravat. Sometimes you have to go on up in order to get down, so prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim, Paul Murictus, director of the Murictus Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe you will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Do you think he has like a little speaker on the table to play the music? This is an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean undeniable? If you were to glare at anyone, just glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crimes was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. Nine. Not yet. First, there's a little matter to be cleaned up. He canonically has this music around him wherever he goes. Yeah, okay, so he's got a little speaker on his belt playing the music. I swear I could see the guitar for a second. What is it, Prosecutor Gavin? The motive, Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Oh, not this. It's just that. It just comes out of him.
Objection!
Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. But what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. I remember in the last game, the third game of the Phoenix Wright trilogy, where you got to control Edgeworth, and Edgeworth was going, objection! I miss it. I miss it when Edgeworth spoke his little words. And they always say that on stage you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you there, huh, Polly? Hi, CJ! Hello, hello, happy Thursday! This is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. So, you, son, are the defendant? Waki, are you? Ain't your son, old man. You step to a Gataki, you best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official, you best be prepared to step into jail. You gotta hand it to him. Waki sure has guts. It's not his guts I'm worried about. Well then, the court will now hear the testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. It's gonna be, I shot him, y'all. I tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my ops something bad. That's why I have this stupid looking face. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doctor, patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. Know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying. A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real in the street, true that. I'll tell you one thing, that doc was whack. You know what Walkie reminds me of? That girl that did the catch me outside thing. I hate that. But that he sounds like that he would be on one of those shows and would be like, catch me outside. He reminds me of that. Can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all of this. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker.
Hold it!
Yeah, sure, tell me more, tell me more. The word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor. Who asked you, Pointy Locks? Just who do you think you are, Pointy Locks? You a lawyer? There's one bit in the very first Ace Attorney game in the tutorial trial. If you pick a wrong answer at some point, the judge says, if you wish to hang yourself, Mr. Wright, you're welcome to, but not inside my courtroom. That's so violent. Judge, please. Someone had to show what's what? By someone, you mean, was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor besides you? You better ask somebody else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind and did what had to be done. Straight gangster style. But why were you so mad at this doctor? Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, G-Man.
Hold it!
So you were a patient at the Merrick's clinic half a year ago. For what reason? I had what you might call a mark of honor. Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the rivalries family. That's when I pulled a Jack move. And ran into it. Damn. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting and ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time by yourself. Hey, I was more than a match for those guys. So you were carried to the Marxist clinic from there? Apparently he was shot in the heart. Shot in the heart and he's still alive? Jason, how? Happy Thursday, fool. If you had classes today, I hope they went well. You finished cleaning your room, Creeper? Nice. Clean room, clean brain hole. I can catch pellets between my teeth. No, you can't, Josie. But I never learned how to catch them with my heart. The bullet stopped just short of my thumper. You know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it went for that whack doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet. So as you say, the surgery was a failure. That ain't all of it, Holmes. You just got home, no classes, but a lot of procrastination? Absolutely same. Today has been a day of procrastination. Which sometimes is what you need in life. No one can catch bullets with their teeth. It's a trick. I'm confident. With enough skill and determination, I too can catch a bullet between my teethsies. Oh, wait.
Hold it!
I want to do everyone because I don't know where to go with this. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though her doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go. He's a liar, straight up. He's a badder G than me.
Hold it!
This bullet is still... You know it. I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart. Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of my hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. Word, G-Man. With no accent, that's faux sizzle. Faux sizzle! If someone shoots you in the head, you get hurt or die even if you have really nice teeth. Rabbit teeth are very strong. We can catch anything in our teeth. It's true. If I throw a bullet, someone could catch it. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. You throw a bullet, I'm confident I could catch it in my teepsies. Or my hand. Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Rocky, please consult your lawyer before you say things like that. Chin up, Apollo. Straight back. Wait, back straight. But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup. The family checkup? That was the wackest thing of all. All this G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, bizoy. This is definitely, yeah, either a Gen X trying to be a millennial, or I think it's a Gen X trying to be a millennial. Based on when this game came out. That's how it feels. A relief to hear. Huh? What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart? If not attended to immediately, it could kill you. Huh? Yep. Had Dr. Mercatus had knowledge concerning this tricking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No way, that's whacked. There was proof, your checkup report. Rocky's checkup report added to the court record. Next to the panties. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started. Started? We've had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Rocky sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? Wait, who's this person? Uno momento, sir. Started 1.7 update in 3 minutes? What's in the update? Hopefully some cool stuff. I feel like 1.6 wasn't that long ago. The judge has a time of his life coming up with one-liners. The judge annoys me greatly, but he's also excellent. His stupidity bothers me, but he's hilarious, so it's allowed to pass. I shall allow it. Oh, the new marriage candidates! Oh, that's very cool! Oh, that's very, very cool! What if I play Stardew Valley later? Why does this man look like that? He looks like I've seen him before. He looks like that guy in JoJo. There's a guy in JoJo. There's many good men in JoJo. There's a guy in JoJo, and I think he looks like this. I do not know his name. And I do not know what he wears. I think he wears green. But I've seen wait, no, he's in like a sailor top, right? There's a guy in JoJo that has like a sailor top on, and he looks like he's got these type of lips. But this guy is Wesley Stickler. Oh. Let me go. Josuke. Wait, what's happening? Why is he typing so much? No, not that guy. Oh no, that guy. No, you're right. He doesn't look like him. He just looks like he belongs in JoJo. You know, with the eyes and the mouth. And by which he means to say that he is a student. Thank you, Gavin. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth. Owning my... Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. Is he a stickler for the truth? You ask quite simplicity. Oh no. I'm glad the screen also faded to black, like my eyeballs will also fade into black. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand, he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Case closed. A shot. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. He's a liar. Wait. He's wrong. I can say with 100% accuracy. And that there was not. The pistol our witness refers to is this. The court accepts this into evidence. Pistol added to the court record. Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. He's a liar, Your Honor. Juicy, why are you staring like that at the witness? That man. I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Is he the one who stole your panties? He looks like a panty thief. Okay,
Objection!
You liar. If that's all of it, I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing? I see, Her Justice. Oh, ahem. Objection! Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. No, right. Look at this. The autopsy report? Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Wait, a problem. Yes, the problem is the location of the entry wound. You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? I've already determined your angle of inquiry. I changed my mind. Allow me to explain it, really. First, understand that when I say square, I speak not geometric. Oh, no. Mr. Justice. Yes? What's your objection to these, krypton particle thingies? This is the big time and you're obsessed with something so small? You disappoint me. It's not small, this is very important. I'm obsessed with something big. Yeah, what funny magic words? And just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple. Temple? Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it?
Objection!
Yes, your tactics are outdated. Try shake the witness by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago? Phoenix Wright, was it? Huh? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to his testimony. His eyes. Forehead? Let us imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do? Well, I guess I will try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" Me? Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!" And you, Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder? He's putting words into the guy's mouth. You can't do that. That's illegal. Yes. Thank you for jogging my memory. Sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Cease this at once, you two, I cried with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. So you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed, with composure. Weapon left at the scene of the crime. 2 rounds were fired. And fingerprints were wiped. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. Well, let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Actually, is there anything else I need to look at? Found the clinic, complete the car, blah blah blah. It's fingerprints, temple. Yeah, that's Walkie's fingerprints. Victim died pulling it. The wife's, the mother's underwear. Metallic object found near heart. Ooh. Age 19, metal object found near heart. Urgent exam required. Fingerprints were wiped. Sadly, I can't use my aluminium to look for fingerprints. Never looked down the barrel of a gun. Oh. Magic guns, at least. The ones that pigeons come out of. Very reassuring. Okay. I know what these letters stand for now. Killer, witness, and victim. Oh, stop, please, or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking at the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we could see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. He's lying again. It fired a gun twice. Oh, no. Uh-huh. I guess tossing the pistol aside, he fled from this. I guess this one?
Objection!
Wait a second. Another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you. Come again? Wait a second, you say. A second? Are we intended to wait just that single second? 1/60th of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. You know, when people say that, it really grinds my gears. I mean, no, here, just... It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. And also, it's shot twice. Common ploy made by the more common, I fear, my prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. But you said the killer tossed the gun and ran. He didn't have time to wipe the gun footprints. Ah, the little girl sticking into the unit... Wait, what? The little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there. I'm not little. Then let's think like adults, shall we? Huh? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? I'll admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo. Why are we allowing him to put words in their mouth? Could the killer have been wearing gloves? I mean... he could. But that ruins my case, so no. The fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of prints remained. Also, his fingerprints were on the knife. The shiv. If everything happened as you said it did, he wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol. The true Apollo height, true C for scale, I have to see that. Well, that's just not true. I like the idea of Trucy being twice the height of Apollo, though. The killer, the defendant, he threw the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. That sounds solid to me. Well, her forehead, any of your precious objections? Why is he so rude? What gives, Apollo? Let's say that voice training and go to work. You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. That's a pretty good statement. What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said? Huh? Isn't what obvious? When he restated that he saw just now, he said that he saw Waki drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Waki threw away. He's just confused because the pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler, it must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong. Well, it is indeed true that once in my youth I wrote a love letter. Wait, he's going... Oh. What we could say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this? Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, it was a knife! He threw a knife! At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. Why is Mr. Gavin such an asshole to us? Like, I know he's... yeah, we put his brother in prison, but his brother was a criminal. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene? Your mom's underwear. No.
Take that!
Is that a sword? I saw one of those on the late night movie last night. Great, a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it. His prints? The single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. You're forgetting two other things you've just proven. One, that the man the witness saw the defendant, Mr. Waki Kitaki. Two, the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Yeah, but he didn't shoot him with a gun, with a sword, a knife. You can't shoot someone with a knife. Well, maybe you can shoot someone with a knife. Never underestimate Gavin is the lesson here. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. Why'd he just tap his mouse? Mwah. Is it always the same with you people? Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming, yes, that's what I said, assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot happened. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Why were you trying to? Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used myself... It's his cell phone! Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. That's fair, I also wouldn't chase the killer. Of course I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also now know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice? I'd better find a way to take this testimony down quick. I don't know about this one. Which way did the killer run? By the time it was clear the killer had noticed me, naturally he ran to the opposite direction. That would mean he ran in the opposite direction from the Kitaki mansion. And don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. Yeah, I guess. Nor could I simply leave in good conscience? You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. If one is devoted to one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. Nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor. Cool answer. Very cool. Nothing strange about how he acted. Juicy looks like she has something to say. Juicy, what do you want to say? Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance? It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. He does have a point. He actually looks like he's going to cry. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Okay. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes? I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. It was late at night. It's not odd to think there would be few people around the park. So we just stood there, watching? Not much to go on there. Juicy, if you've got something to say, by all means, say it. Other than being like, is this your phone? I don't know what else. Had enough at last, her forehead? Maybe it's time to back off a bit? Yes. There's nothing fishy about that testimony at all. It appears there are no objections to witnesses' current testimony. There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wipes the previous user's prints off. Then after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. Yeah, but now we're just assuming. Now we're just assuming. I mean, it seems we've come to the end of the line here. Can we go back and investigate more, please? How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you? Forehead. It's very mean to call someone forehead. Please don't call someone forehead. This court will now declare the verdict for the defendant. Wait, already? Sumimasen? Sumimasen? How did someone sneak in with a knife? Nobody move. There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet. Are you one of the Kitakis? The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? If you don't want to see me give this pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of... Judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess, 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it. Judge, where's your bailiff? Where's the bailiff? Also, I didn't realize they were ninjas. Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo. I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for 20 minutes recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man. Oh, now the bailiff's gonna do his job. I don't think you can bring weapon. I don't think you can bring weapons into a court of law. Court of law. Ba, 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 ba. I think I can keep going. Oh, okay. The whole region lock thing being slowly implemented. People say that it should not be affected, but it doesn't hurt to check. Wow, I am very thankful to be the guinea pig. I'm a very good guinea pig. Continue next chapter? Yeah. Yeah. I wanna know who did this. What's happening? Where are we going? District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Trucy! You move quick, Apollo. Good show. Trucy, you okay? I thought... Don't cry, Apollo. Those good-for-nothing gangsters? There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else... What? Surprised? Yes? Yes, she didn't have a heart on just then. How did anyone fall for it? Didn't we not see that it didn't have legs? How did we... The amazing Mr. Hat? Amazing Mr. Hat? I'm gonna have a throat sweet. You look marvelous, darling. Trucy? Trucy, maybe don't show everyone this out here. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I'm a big hit. Well, what do you think? Did you like it? Where does she keep it? Where does she keep him? You mean you... Trucy, there are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here. Trucy, did you just commit a felony in front of a judge and a prosecutor? Yes. Yes, she did. Remember what you said to Walkie's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son. Why are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Trucy, no more stage abductions, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got. You can see what he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times. Was he reading from his book every time? I feel like he was reading from his book. I think I remember them, sure. There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in, and each time there was a contradiction. See? 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 Because it felt like he was reading it from his book. Oh my god, I did it. I caught it. He said the man tossed aside a pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction. That's true, but how does that help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made the statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense, and when he fiddled with the corner of a page on his book. Oh, I didn't realize he was fiddling with the corner of a page of his book. I thought he was just reading the book and reading it off his book. How else else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? Huh? I always sat next to Daddy during his big matches. Oh my god, you cheats! You cheaters! I could see what his opponents were feeling. I guess it's not cheating. But you cheaters! You mean that's how Mr. White won all those games? It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands. And I wasn't there all the time either. And Daddy's quite good at poker after all. But not good enough to go undefeated for that long. Great, so he cheated. But what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. Perceive. The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose. Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. Watch the testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo. Mr. White's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yeah. Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I've made of. Get ready for justice. For justice! Let's do it. Apollo! You know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can. She's quite cute without her hat on. I like her. It's cute. It's very cute. Okay. 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 Right, we're fine. We're fine! I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? I settled that. You settled that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement. Perhaps the miss would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, and now you don't. Am I right? I think he's on to me. I wish he would stop being so cool. Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What's your plans for our gifted witness? Right. The defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request. However, this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling. Yeah, fiddle. He's a little fiddler. An absolute tiddler. No, that's different. I cannot prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor can I simply leave the scene in good conscience. There he is! He's fiddling! Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. He fiddled! Focus, Apollo! Find his weak spot! Okay, can I bring out my eyeball thing that I used before? My ears hear what he says, his eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? Eyeball power. My bracelet? Oh, his bracelet. Yo, I was wondering about his bracelet. It seemed kind of fancy. My bracelet feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find a weak spot in his testimony. I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. Yeah, you do sound crazy. Interesting. When my bracelet thingy lights up. First present history. There's still no. so he's fiddling here. So is it this one or the statement after this one? I'm assuming it's this one. So you called immediately after witnessing the murder. The police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them? This has to be it. You mean his habit? When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. Yeah. Which means this is the place to look for the habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Oh, there it is, the little bracelet thing. I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. His habit is picking his ass whenever he lies. You have to use the eye power and zoom into his ass. Please, God, no. I just need to touch my bracelet with owl as it reacts to the testimony. Okay. Eyeball power. I can see the witness's face. His expression so clearly, it's filling my mind. Thank God it wasn't his ass. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo? Juicy, what's happening to me? This is what I meant by focusing. Focusing? In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. His habit is when he digs his butt. Twin! Just look for Mr. Stickler's Twitch, his habit. You remember it, right? Just look for his Twitch username. That'll help. When he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with his page of his book. You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face, and your eyes are sort of bugging out. Yeah, you're telling me. First, move your focus of attention down to his hand. You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place. Time to try changing my viewpoint. All the way down to his butt. I can't go that far down. Now you're really ready. Ready for what? Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch. And try listening to the witness talk as you focus. And then watch for his habit. That's right, that's your signal to look closer, to perceive with owl. Find his weak spot and I'll guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush. Spoken like a true poker head's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much. So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers. Don't worry if you miss it, you can always try again.
Gotcha!
I used my cell phone? I used my cell phone. I saw it. Just now. I could see it. Mr. Justice, do you have something? All this banging of desks is quite bad for my circulation, you know. And Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? You don't ask someone why they fiddle with something. The very moment you mentioned your cell phone? Is it because you've lost your pretty pink cell phone? And if I ask a few questions? Ask for his number? Hey, Bo, can I have your number? Do you want to go out sometime? Let me see your phone. Show me and you'll find out. I want to see your internet history. I want to see what you search up. I think I've seen someone say about doing something like that before. Twitter is crazy. Mr. Stickler? Is this your cell phone? Why did you get that? That's the phone from yesterday. Look, a cell phone. Yeah. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment? This cell phone was found yesterday at the Mercatus Clinic. That's what, you know what, they need to change their name. That's where the victim lived. That's impossible. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? He is so shocked that wind is flying through the court. Oh, it's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. So you didn't call on your cell phone after all? Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, to indicate it with a startlingly high degree of accuracy, it was right around here. That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone, because it was found in the victim's garage. Mr. Stickler, you broke into the clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells it all, and he stole her panties. The little weirdo, he looks like a panty thief. Look at him. He looks like a sniffer and a panty thief. Like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime? As though I were trying to kill him? Well, Dr. Mercatus was killed that night. Yes, but no, this line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true, I lost my cell phone, but you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicions as to the connection with the crime. Okay, you can easily prove that he lost his phone the night of the murder because the car had its mirror torn off and then was parked, and then the phone was dropped. If the car had its mirror torn off and was dropped before the phone was... or parked before the phone was dropped, then the phone would be destroyed. So, I'm smarter than this man is what I'm saying. Do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Yes. Yes, I can. I like your swagger, forehead. Hit it. The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is... Juicy's panties. No.
Take that!
A side view mirror, and it also happens Dr. Mercatus' car was in an accident. Welcome back! Are you updating your game? An accident? An accident. It happened a little after 9 PM, just outside People Park, our murder scene. The car hits a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 PM on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. Oh! Turns out it's not the game update, it was the premiere video revealing new marriage candidates. You know, I was thinking, I have no idea what they look like. Are they cute? Are they cute? Well, if that's a Nokia, that's an excellent point. If that's a Nokia, then that car could have been parked several days. Well, the phone could have been dropped several days ago, and the car could have been rolling back and forth all over it for weeks. It's Sandy and Clint? 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 Everyone is someone's type after all. Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 PM, the night of the murder in the park. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means? You did break into the victim's garage that night. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder? No, stop. This is too much. This can't be happening. But prosecutor, say something. I suppose it's worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Mericatus. That is other than this. I believe our testimony would be most revelatory. Blah blah blah. Your friend raged over it because she hates Clint, but you're waiting for his redemption arc? I don't hate Clint, but I'm not really a fan. In any way. In the slightest. I can't remember who Sandy is. Wait. Stardew Valley Sandy. Oh! Yeah, I'd marry Sandy. I'd marry Sandy right now. I'll marry Sandy several times. Yeah! One is a slaying shopkeeper, one is a social awkward blacksmith who's yet to learn how to talk to women. They're perfect together. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back, and when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Yes, well, as you can see, my model of cell phone has a defect. It's a given to rolling. It's a quite pain when I drop it along the road. So they're saying it rolled into the garage. That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony. This nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time. No problem, I hope. Here comes justice. Justice! Oh yeah, okay, my bracelet is grey.
Hold it!
Tell me more about your rolling phone. I didn't see no twiddling. That was pretty suspicious. Pause there. Do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder. The supermarket is here along the main road. My way home from there takes me past the clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet, woe is I, walked on unaware of my loss. And we walked right to that fateful park. When I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. Any tiddling there? I don't see any. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Wait. But there's a lot going on there.
Hold it!
And this part of the testimony is the key. I know it. There's not a one-page tiddle, but there's lots of page wiggling. Should I press them about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? Oh, tell me about the noodle stand, sucker. Do you happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation, okay, he should know the noodle stand very well because it's right next to his house. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. No, it doesn't. It says Eldon. Does it say noodle? Does it say noodle or does it say Eldon? It says Eldon. And thank you for telling us a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice? Very important. So the sign on the noodle stand said noodle? It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of evidence. Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? No, quite the opposite. I think it's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles. No one applies to a school for the cafeteria. The cafeterias are always bad. Okay, percent.
Objection!
You're saying absolutely sure the sign read noodle? At least you have a good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. It read, without a doubt, noodle. I see. Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing here. Yatabuki shot on the front side of the noodle stand is the reverse. Oh! Okay. That makes a little bit more sense to him reading noodle backwards. In Japanese, I think that makes a lot more sense. It's like a little bit sillier in English because they just went for Eldon noodle. Eldon. But it's just as good. It's just as good. Yeah, this one is just sillier. Because his name is silly. I'd like you to please take another look at the stand and carefully read what the sign says. The sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldon's. Inconceivable. I'm certain it was definitely noodle for sure, positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign you saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said noodle. He saw it right? He saw it backwards? Was he upside down? Was he in a tree? Was he upside down? Was he hanging? Let me look at this noodle stand. I should have done this earlier. Okay, so he was behind it. He was behind the stand. Oh, that's the barrel of rainwater on the top. Oh, you know, I just took a guess, but investigating all the evidence is really, really important in this game, huh? Mr. Eldon spelled his name backwards on this side. As in Eldon's Noodles. So the name of his store is the same whether you read it forwards or backwards. Yeah, I guess it would be. Except for the last S. Then how about a store called Team Meat? Meats Team. Close, but that would be Team Mate backwards. And what kind of store is that? Why, a store that sells meat. It's not meat unless it's Team Meat. What does that mean? Oh, a box of salt. That explains all the saltiness. Oh. His Chinese name is Zhongtian Mian Mian. The name of his stand, Zhongtian's Good Smelling Noodles, is spelled that letter backwards. Noodles, good smells in the fields. Because it's a common surname in Japan. It must have been really hard getting, you know, these type of prompts in the game. The localization team had a hard job. Like Noodle Eldon, not the biggest, but it's clever. It shows how good they did with localizing it. The witness actually viewed the stand from this location. Over here. Anywhere over here? This is a rock, right? A tree?
Take that!
The witness was standing here, on the opposite side. How do you know that? When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads Eldens, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand. This side says Noodle. Exactly, the name of the stand is split between the front and the back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the core. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. You got me!
Objection!
What do you mean, objection? So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. Travel far enough to the south and you will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. That's stupid. It changes the fact that he was lying. It changes everything, Apollo. Remember his testimony from before? Though to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. Ooh. Ooh, this is fun. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then at the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts, at which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. But it doesn't work the other way around. Yeah, see, that is very clever. I like that. Right, but if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. And he was next to the bin, where the panties were found. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, he is the panty thief, because then he dropped his phone while he was putting Chusey's panties into the car. Panty thief. The bullet would have hit his left temple. In other words, someone standing at the point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. Impossible. Oh, but someone standing where W is could shoot them in the right temple. So he shot him. He shot him. So now we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side. The word location takes an entirely different meaning. You are absolutely correct. What meaning? The entry route was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. But that's where the witness was standing. Correct. So if he was standing to the north, then the only person here could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself, who's tiddling with the pages of his book. A criminal. Not only is he a murderer, he is a panty thief. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case in its head while I was still figuring it out. Objection! Ah, Chusey, shut up. Don't object me. Whoa, why are you hitting the wall? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Yes. But something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. I can. Looks aside, I'm really a nice guy. No, I don't think he's the actual murderer, but I do think he's the panty thief. All my friends say so. Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are you going to do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? Accused of murder, accused of another crime, accused of him being a panty thief, and maybe we'll find out later how he is the murderer. Well, I don't quite know if he's the murderer. I think it might be like the first trial where the woman was putting it against us to make herself look innocent. I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now. how ridiculous club chat is in horse game. It's so bad that someone made a checker to avoid the invalid characters that prevent the message to be posted. Oh no! Oh no! People saying bad things in the horse club. The word confession isn't in my dictionary, then you need a better dictionary. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate her Sickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Show us evidence that points to the witness's involvement in a crime. Oh no, not the badge, not the badge, not the badge, not the badge. Panties! Panties! The evidence is this. Is that women's underwear? Sir, you should say undergarments. Hey, those are mine. Yeah, look at him. He's a pervert. Look at the way he's touching his mouth. Pervert! Don't look at me like that. Pervert! Order! Perverts in the court! Mr. Stickler, well, I can't say this comes as a shock. Wait, what? It's not what it seems. Oh, thank God I didn't have to say that word. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees. And he hides himself in no place other than the Miraculous Clinic garage. Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree of a 15-year-old. Please hear me out. It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like, Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it... He's angry. Oh boy, that's pretty rough. If your message ever contains something like "can use," the game will pick up the word anus from it and not let you post it. Imagine being like, you can use this, and the censor's like, no, they're talking about buttholes. Because you lack the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments. Perhaps you are not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see? Your point? I'm not done now. I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we the IVU. Science department are violently curious. No challenge is too done. Is he really curious over women's underwear?
Objection!
Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here. You do not understand the mystery and the unknown is unacceptable. My friends, when it comes to mysteries, these panties are the promised land. Oh my god, he's such the biggest pervert I've ever seen. From the moment I first laid my eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate for science. Yeah, okay, sir. A full-size car tire was only the first mystery. Oh yeah, I forgot. She can keep stuff in them. A tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First there was a tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. He's talking about my magic panty trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties? It mocks the very law of physics. A broom? And a frozen chicken? Trucy. Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Yeah, why didn't you pull a rabbit out of panties? Don't do that. You stole this girl's panties to understand the magic trick? You say panties, but they are not so much more than that. For me, they are an object of serious study. Pervert. There's been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I'm sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the... Okay, he's going on. She might, yeah. She might pull all that out. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. You refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw a crime from the south, but was in fact in the north? Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest, forehead. Because he hid the other panties there. Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a... Panties? The evidence that shows why he lied is this. Huh? More panties? Man. This courtroom sucks. Imagine being on jury duty this day and they keep pulling out pairs of women's underwear. You're like, what kind of... This is a case of murder? Why are we discussing multiple pairs of women's underwear? These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we could see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. You didn't... Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. These panties are your handiwork as well? That night I had been chased, bounded into the clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I'd hidden the garage for a short while. Then, abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion... A giant pair... Oh yeah, we found the creepo light. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? That's when you disposed of the bloomers? Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne. A fascinating, if disturbing tale. He's a pervert. We all know that in the name of science is an absolute excuse. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close, and I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant, Woki Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Woki Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant Woki Kitaki is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact. Assuming there was no one else at the scene of the crime. Yet, a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and the prosecution. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby! No problem. Very well, this brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. Yeah, baby! Okay, so I'm assuming we are done with the pansy talk. Save complete. Save twice. For good luck. Yeah. Yaha! That case is good so far. I enjoy it. Ugh, stretchy. I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to look at the image, see if I can figure anything out from it. I cannot. I'm trying to think who else could be the murderer. Maybe his wife or his fiance. Because it's obviously not him. Wookie, I mean. And I don't think it's that stupid student. But the wife is very sweet. It could be her. But then if it was her, why would she ask us to get him off of prison? So I don't know.
Hey girly, hold still.
Oh, you're trying to co op with your friend on Starter again? You know, I don't. Macs are difficult. Macs are difficult when it comes to gaming. And yeah, hold still, girly. Keep your panties still. Maybe she thought we were atrocious? We're not atrocious. Maybe she did think we were atrocious. Maybe she was like, this is an agency for doing anything. So surely they won't be good at defense. And maybe she thought that we'd be really, really bad because we don't have any history of doing successful cases other than 2 months ago. And honestly, it was kind of a fluke. Interesting, interesting. Obviously, it's not Gavin because he seems to be our enemy here as well. And then we're back to Phoenix on episode 4. Yeah, episode 4! I guess I will continue this case on Monday. Because tomorrow I'll be doing... I know. Tomorrow I'll be doing Star Rail 4.0. Very excited. Very excited to give Plan Arcadia a little kiss on the forehead. And see what it's all about. So this will return on Monday. But then I also have to play more Star Rail. So I think I'll save Star Rail for next week, Friday or something. So I'll do it maybe from Fridays from now on. Because I don't want to take too much of a break from this game. I'm really enjoying it and I want to finish this case. And thank you for hanging out with me, Uruka. Yeah, game on the weekend. Star Rail tomorrow. Game on Saturday. Finish this case on Monday. So yeah, bye-bye. Have a lovely rest of your Friday / Thursday. No, so have a lovely rest of your Thursday / Friday if it's Friday. And if it's Saturday, you're a time traveler. Have the back.